What's up, guys? Welcome back to Sports News Stream. Today, we'll be talking about the future of Ben Simmons in the NBA. Make sure to comment down your opinions and hit the like and subscribe buttons. With that being said, let's get into the video. The general assumption throughout the NBA this offseason is the Philadelphia 76ers will eventually trade Ben Simmons before the start of the 2021-22 season. But that could hinge on Damian Lillard's status in Portland. With the Sixers struggling to get big offers for Simmons, they might instead employ a wait-and-see approach in case Lillard eventually wants out. The 76ers are having a hard time getting what they feel is adequate value for Ben Simmons. As one would expect, other teams watched Simmons' offensive struggles in the Sixers' Round 2 loss to the Hawks with interest. Over the final 3 games of that series, Simmons averaged 6.3 points and 9.0 assists, shooting 42.9% from the floor and 35.0% from the foul line. The Simmons-Embiid pairing was very effective for the Sixers this season, after a relatively off year during the 2019-2020 campaign, in which Al Horford's presence had a significant impact. The Sixers outscored opponents by 16 points per 100 possessions when the two All-Stars played together during the regular season, and by 19.2 points per 100 possessions in the playoffs. Ben Simmons' trade talks are ramping up even more, now that the Philadelphia 76ers star point guard has cut off communication with his organization. Coming off a disastrous playoff appearance, the 3-time All-Star is about to see his up and down tenure in Philadelphia come to an end ahead of the 2021-22 campaign. We just have no idea when a blockbuster deal is going to be finalized. According to ESPN's Zach Lowe, the Golden State Warriors, San Antonio Spurs, and the Minnesota Timberwolves have been among the most involved in talks with the 76ers. However, Philadelphia has been taking a wait-and-see approach, hoping that Ben Simmons could be used as a centerpiece in a deal to acquire Damian Lillard. Philadelphia's interest in Lillard is by no means a secret. Unfortunately for front office head Daryl Morey & co., the 6-time All-Star has yet to request a trade, and is unlikely to be moved unless that happens. As for the Warriors' long-reported interest in Ben Simmons, Lowe reported that Golden State's brass is divided regarding the potential fit of Simmons with fellow NBA Defensive Player of the Year finalist Draymond Green. Leading up to the start of the 2021 NBA Draft, it was reported that Philadelphia had demanded Andrew Wiggins and James Wiseman for Ben Simmons. The Warriors' brass laughed it off before more recent rumors indicated that the two sides were again talking trade, leading to speculation that Philadelphia might have lowered its asking price. The Minnesota Timberwolves are an intriguing option. Could they potentially offer up D'Angelo Russell and Malik Beasley as the centerpieces in a potential move for Simmons? Both would stretch the court much more for Philadelphia than what we've seen with the Simmons and Joel Embiid pairing. The question here becomes what else the 76ers would ask for in exchange for the 3-time All-Star. It's reasonable to conclude that the Wolves wouldn't part with stud young guard Anthony Edwards. With that said, the trio of Edwards, Simmons, and Karl Anthony Towns has to be seen as appealing to Minnesota president Gerson Rosas. San Antonio also seems to be an intriguing fit in a potential Ben Simmons trade. We're not 100% sure what the plan is for head coach Greg Popovich & co. after a flurry of moves that included longtime Spurs staples such as DeMar DeRozan and Patty Mills heading to other teams. What we do know is that San Antonio needs star power and continues to be hesitant when it comes to starting anew with a rebuild. DeJounte Murray, Derek White, and Keldon Johnson could be of interest to Philadelphia. As for the Warriors, there's certainly that question about how Ben Simmons would fit with Green. Both are extremely limited on the offensive end of the court, but provide elite-level defense. The biggest question here is whether Golden State believes Klay Thompson will be back to his old self after missing the past 2 seasons to injury. The Warriors are also highly unlikely to part ways with either James Wiseman or rookie number 7 pick Jonathan Kuminga in a trade. Could a package surrounding Moses Moody, Andrew Wiggins, and multiple first-round picks work? We're not too sure. It's more likely that a third team would have to get involved. While Simmons' fit in the Golden State might be questionable, adding him without giving up Wiseman would make the Warriors a legit NBA title contender. Rather than playing point guard in Steve Kerr's system, Simmons would man the 3 spot, while being able to play the 4 with Green at center in small ball lineups. Teams interested in Simmons this summer have thought more about playing him in the front court than the traditional point guard spot, given his lackluster shooting ability. From that perspective, he'd make sense for the Warriors. In addition to having reigning NBA MVP finalists Stephen Curry and Klay Thompson back together next season, the duo of Ben Simmons and Green on defense would be absolutely lethal. That's it for today's video. Let us know in the comments what do you think, and don't forget to like the video and subscribe to Sports News Stream. Until the next video, peace.